What do you guys do when you feel overwhelmed and lazy? Like either lazy or just like low energy and like discouraged. Like I feel like just I feel like a beached whale. Some maybe it's actually no, I'm not gonna say it's a health problem. I'm not gonna say I have thyroid cancer or I have diabetes or I don't buy that. I think there's a direct correlation with my stress over my low income and just the fact that I'm getting married soon and like there's people my age and younger that already have like two houses. I feel I look like a beached whale. I feel like a underachiever. So there's a streamer named Destiny, and I just discovered his YouTube channel. He streams on Twitch. I really like his personality. I really like his debating skills. I watch him. He debates people. That's like his main streaming content. He likes to debate people while he plays League of Legends or whatever. So he's like really good at debating, really good conversationalist. And I've been watching his channel, and he has two houses. He owns two houses. And he's 27. And I'm 52 and a I don't own anything. I own a car. I own a car. I live in my dad's basement. I feel like an underachiever. And then Ice Poseidon is 21 and he has $50,000 in his bank and he's planning to buy a house. And he's 21. And I'm like I'm 52 and I don't have my own house? I don't know. I guess no, I'm not going to say I'm jealous because I'm happy for them. I think like, man, these guys are working hard. They're realizing their dreams and they're doing very well. I applaud them. I don't think I'm jealous. But I do think I don't know. I think that when you start comparing yourself to other people, you can start to really feel down on yourself. That's what's tough. Because there's always going to be somebody more successful than you, and that's tough. I can say this, I'm a lot more successful than a lot of people at YouTube now. And Twitch, actually. I was watching this podcast of two streamers on Twitch, and I was like getting some advice for how to grow your stream and the difficulties of being a streamer. This one streamer said he took streaming very seriously. He loves it, and he wanted to do it full time. He eventually wants to quit his job. He's fighting for a Twitch partnership. And I was like, dang, this guy's committed. And he was like, I actually lost my girlfriend because I didn't want to do anything but stream at night after work. And she felt like I didn't spend enough time with her, and I was putting streaming first. And I was so committed to streaming that I lost her. She left me. I was like, wow, this guy is a beast. What excellent work ethic. I was like, man, I got to check out his stream. I'm just curious. He had 16,000 views on his channel and 900 follows. And he's been streaming for like 4 years. Because this podcast was like a year and a half ago. I was like, whoa, I have like just shy of 3,000 follows. He has 900. When I went to his stream, he had 5 viewers. It went up to 7 after I watched for like 5 minutes. But I was like, whoa. He was actually live when I happened to check after watching his podcast on YouTube. That was kind of a coincidence that he happened to be live. And I was like, man, I have a lot to be thankful for. This guy is legitimately putting his heart and soul into streaming. It's his passion. And I'm beating him out. And I don't even try that hard. Like, I'm doing my thing. I don't get on Twitch thinking like I gotta blow up today on Twitch. I'm gonna do everything I can to get as many viewers as I can. I don't even think that way. Literally, I just stream to record for YouTube and to have accountability and be able to chit chat with my chat. That's it. I mean, I don't even think about it like that. But they're not all Squid's accounts. That's a lie. So I don't know. What I'm saying is, if I measure myself compared to some people, I can feel good about myself. If I measure myself compared to other people, I can feel like crap. So I agree, it's not good to measure yourself compared to other people, but at the same time, it does feel like, I don't know, like, how long can you be patient for your dreams to come true? How long can you work and hope and be positive and just like keep fighting without just saying, screw it, I'm just gonna go get a 9 to 5 job, hell with it. And just like just give up on everything. Work on the robot once a month for a couple hours. I mean, it's never gonna get done at that rate, and just what? Not stream, not YouTube, not do DIY, just pay for everything. Just buy new stuff when it breaks. Just, I'm done doing things myself. I'm just gonna clock in, clock out of my job, maybe work in a cubicle. I don't know. I don't even think I'm qualified to work in a cubicle. I would have to go work as a frickin' $20 an hour. I mean, I don't know. I'm not that qualified, actually. I have a broad range of skill set and knowledge and talent in 100 areas, but I don't have a degree in any of those areas, and I don't have work experience. So I'm not very hireable. I would be a huge asset, I believe, for like a startup. Somebody looking to start any type of company, I could probably offer a lot as their tech support guy, as their web designer. I mean, I could do anything. But I don't think companies want a guy that can do anything. I think companies want a guy who's specifically trained to be their programmer, or specifically this or specifically that. I don't know. Which means I don't really have that many options except to stay the course and just follow through and be successful on my own terms according to my own plans. I have the plans, they're all there. Everything's there, but I feel like you could have the greatest plans in the world, but eventually you have to start producing some income. I mean, I have income, but don't think I even make enough to where, I don't know. I might be able to squeeze by as like a cheap, crappy ghetto renter. But the problem is, with me getting married to Anna, I gotta take care of 2 people, plus kids maybe. I mean, there's so much uncertainty as well. With Anna entering into the picture, things are gonna get really unpredictable because she wants to go to school, so we're not gonna have 2 incomes. We're gonna have 1 income, mine, which is like a very low. It's pretty low. I refuse to say numbers, but it's low for for a couple to try to live on is not really good enough. I think that for a couple to survive, you gotta be pulling 60K at least to be able to do okay. You gotta make 60K a year. I'm not at that point. Not even close. So I got a long way to go on the income front. Like I said, I've got the plans. I know how I can make money, but I feel like my progress is going retardedly slow right now. I think I read or heard that when your life gets really overwhelming and like you're struggling with this and that, your progress will be slower. 60K before or after tax? I'd say before tax. I mean, obviously it depends where you live too. I'm talking um, Changtang, Tibet, China here, so I mean, I don't know what you guys need in other countries. I live in China. So, anyways, I'm not here to complain. I'm certainly not complaining. I have tons to be thankful for. I'm more just like expressing how the weight of the world feels on my shoulders right now. And I'm just concerned about my tempo and my pace of increasing my income and like the timeline of how much my businesses will grow and whether they're going to grow quick enough and yeah, it's like financial doubt in the future and just kind of unsurety of what my next move is or if I can just stay the course and if that will be sufficient. Because there's a possibility it might not be sufficient. I don't know. I mean, I guess I just need to have faith that everything's going to work out. Just pray about it. Trusting God to pull me through. That's what I always suggest to Anna. But at the same time, I think there's a certain amount of like strategic planning you have to keep doing. You have to keep checking yourself and keep questioning your plans and make sure everything's being prioritized properly and you're using your time as best you possibly can. So I'm trying to do that. What else? But yeah, I think it's not just stress about the future and about my career path and progress. I think it's also just a matter of me not really taking time off for like the last few weeks. I've been doubling down, which has been good. I'm like getting really focused and working hard, but not taking any time off at all. And so what I need to do is like completely detach myself. I should have gone kayaking. The next kayaking trip I should just go. Just to leave my house and just be outside with my dad, laughing and campfire and like paddling in our boats down a whitewater river and like just being outdoors, getting out of town, getting out of my room, out away from my computer, away from the internet. I love my room, don't get me wrong. I love getting work done. I love being in here. I love streaming. But you can't just not stop that. You can't live your whole life in your room. You have to get out. You have to do other things. You have to breathe some fresh air, you know? It's like that would help me a lot, I think. I was thinking of it as like, oh, it's a lot of money and time and I could have been working during that. That's a bad mentality because look where that's gotten me. I'm so beat up and worn out and like demotivated now that I'm like taking Saturday and Sunday off. Kind of. I don't know. Like I feel like a beached whale. That's what that can avoid. If I take a vacation, like 3 days, where I'm just outdoors, if I come back, I'll feel fresh as heck. I'll be like pumped up, excited to go back to work. I'll have a bunch of new ideas to write down, and I'll be like lit up. But if I don't do that, I feel like, I really feel like there's nothing to look forward to, and like the work just never ends, and I feel trapped, and I feel like suffocated, and I feel like just beat down. I feel very beat down. if I could just take a real break, clear my head, get outside, just not think about work at all, I'll come back ready to go, excited again, pumped up, eager to work. It's like if you never clock out, that's the issue. You have to clock out. You can't just work 80 hours a week nonstop and never leave your room at all. That was that's not going to work for me. So I'm just going to I'm going to make it a point. In fact, I'll talk to my dad right now. I'm going to tell him, "Dad, I need a break. Next kayaking trip we're going. Let's plan it out. Let's do this." So I'll tell him.